You know the drill about 2.5, pretty much, of Izuku being Isekai 2 Kingdom Hearts. Pretty much, you already know about the little, pretty much my phone turned off and stuff like that. So, pretty much, Izuku goes to the same thing as canon. Well, not same thing, but, Terra. Pretty much, he goes to the door, and he shows the card, and the door opens up, with the card disappearing from his hands. And he walks through the door confidently, and then instantly shown that he's in the battlefield with armor. Izuku saying, "What the?" Looking at the armor and the Keyblade, he clearly sees that it's Terra. Confused, but instantly sees Xehanort. He goes to attack, with Xehanort noticing that this isn't Terra because something's different about him. With Xehanort saying, "Oh, it's you, the person that takes over Terra's body. I see we meet again." With pretty much Izuku being a bit more irritated and pissed. He's like, "Why did you do it? Why did you kill Ericus?" Pretty much he does the same thing. I think there was like a speech of him saying that he pretty much hates darkness and just wants light and stuff like that. There should be balance, blah blah blah, yada yada yada. Pretty much, you already know the gist for that. And pretty much, Izuku is pretty much angry, and of course he fights Xehanort. But of course, the difference here is that Izuku isn't controlled by the darkness like Terra, so it's a bit different. Izuku still is able to defeat Xehanort, which was a bit difficult. Instantly, pretty much he sees a beam of light going to the sky. Izuku shouts, saying, "What the?" And Xehanort just says, "So, it has been complete." Instantly, he does the same thing as canon in Birth by Sleep, saying, "Out with the old, in with the new." Instantly, everything stops when he turned into when the orb was right in front of him. And Izuku, he was trying to move, which he was, but he phases through the armor. Not as Terra, but himself, and he notices this. With Izuku confused, but then another door appears. And Izuku notices this, and knows that he has one card left. And this is when he sees, saying, "This is the end. Now." But then, instantly, he feels like something is wrong. Like, after he goes through here, he will know the whole answer. He will know every answer here. Instantly, Izuku prepares himself for the worst. And goes to the door. And he does the same thing, opens the door, and the door opens, with the card disappearing from his hand. So, instantly, Izuku goes to the door, looking behind him, seeing the armor of Terra. And then when he goes through the door, he stands right on a pile of armor. But the area, there's chains around him. No, not around him, but the battle area where he was fighting. And he sees Terra, saying, "Terra?" With Xehanort just laughing, and Terra just laughing, and Terra's hair turns white, with his eyes turning yellow, with Xehanort saying, "So you are the one that's in Terra's body. You are nothing more than a mere child. But I would like to know, how did you avoid my darkness? How did you avoid becoming part of me?" Izuku, confused by the question, saying, "What are you talking about?" And instantly, Izuku's heart, it's like a giant pound in Izuku's chest, and Izuku feels it's like, ugh, and he falls to his knees and pretty much holding out, saying, "What's happening?" Pretty much, it's like it's like his heart is feeling angrier and angrier by the second, and every time. He doesn't know why. With Xehanort just laughing, saying, "Oh," pretty much just laughing, saying, "I understand now. You are the vessel of Terra." With Izuku looking up and shocking, "Wait, what?" And yes, Izuku is the vessel of Terra. Pretty much, I got this idea after pretty much how Ventus, you know how Ventus pretty much went into Sora's, pretty much went to Sora's heart, pretty much like that, and kind of went the same thing with Terra, trying to find a vessel, not like a vessel for him to control, but pretty much for rest. Pretty much that's what for Izuku, and that's when he was able to find Izuku's heart. Pretty much what led him back to Izuku. Pretty much, it kind of was the same thing as Canon 4 Terra, but he kind of, the little bit of dark, like, light that was him left, which is part of his heart, which is kind of damaged, after fighting Xehanort. And, of course, he wasn't able to get his body, but was able to escape and become, a heart, kind of like Ventus, and pretty much went to Izuku. Pretty much kind of like that. It's that simple. With Izuku knowing, saying, "Why, so wait, that means I'm..." And every memory, he gets every memory of Terra. Like the whole fight, everything that he went through, every memory of Aqua and Ventus. And Izuku just stands up saying, "I am person that's keeping Terra safe." And then he sees an shoulder, and little arm, like a little arm guard, not arm guard. You know, like the armor kind of, where, like the shoulder, you know, like the shoulder, like the little arm thing that Terra has in his shoulder for armor and stuff like that. Izuku sees it, and he grabs it, and just puts it in his right arm, saying, "I will help protect Terra, if it's the last thing I do." Instantly, of course, the little arm guard, or shoulder armor, whatever it's called, pretty much turns into the Terra's glove. So Izuku notices this and just moves his hand, saying, "Don't worry, Terra," and pretty much clenches his fist, saying, "Terra, I will protect you." Instantly, instead of just summoning one Keyblade, Izuku was able to summon the green Keyblade that you see here. Yes, Izuku is able to dual wield. Yes, it is. Yes, indeed, my friends. So pretty much, Izuku shocked that he's able to dual wield, with also, with Xehanort also shocked that he's able to dual wield, but he says, "I guess you can dual wield Keyblades. What a rare sight to behold. I hope you are able to last long enough to keep me entertained." Pretty much, they go through a fight, with Izuku, of course, winning. And instantly, in the last hit, Izuku is running towards him, screaming, "Ah!" Instantly, he slashes through Terra's body, which Xehanort, of course, Terranort. Instantly, Izuku slashes through Terranort, with, of course, Terranort saying, "Ugh, ugh." And instantly, he says, "You win." I wouldn't expect less from Terra's vessel. With Izuku just saying, not looking at him, saying, "After this fight, I hope we never meet again." With Terranort saying, "Child, I think we will. And I'll see you soon." Pretty much just laughing, evil laughing, and pretty much he disappears. And then another door appears, with Izuku knowing that he doesn't have another card, with one card appearing, with it being a door, showing a light. And Izuku sees the door and the card, so he pretty much goes to it, and of course opens the door. With Izuku summoning the green Keyblade that he's showing right now, he says, "How am I able to dual wield?" And it's gonna be kind of like, it's gonna be like a form. This is gonna be like a form. I created a bit of a form for Izuku. You know how in Kingdom Hearts 2, if Sora gets like forms when you go through the game and stuff like that? It's kind of like that, pretty much. It's gonna be green. It's gonna be a green form. I don't know what to call this form, because you know how some of them are called Master, Wisdom, Strength, Final Form, stuff like that, etc., etc. You know what I mean? So this is going to be one event of the other forms that Izuku has. He was able to unlock on his own because of the determination to defeat Xehanort. And pretty much, he goes through the door, and then Izuku gets these memories saying, what the? It's not the memories of Terra, it's actually memories of Namine. With Izuku saying, what the? That's odd. Because he clearly remembers the other memories of it's only been Izuku, Sora, Riku, and Kairi. But for some reason he sees someone else, which is Namine. Izuku just reassures himself, saying, and he remembers what Axel said. He forgets some of his old memories with gaining new ones. Izuku says, so these are not real memories, are they? Pretty much, he's a smart kid, so he kind of saw the video quickly. And then Izuku walks through a door that, instead of going straight forward, it goes to the right. With Izuku seeing this. And of course, before I forget, he has that glove arm, like, you know how Terra has his little glove on one of his arms? Izuku has that for his right arm. He was able to get it because he was able to get it from a memory, because he actually what he said against Xehanort, he actually meant every single word of it. So it kind of manifested in a way. You can say it kind of became part of him. That's the best way I can explain it, really. Sorry if I can't explain it any further, but that's the best I can explain it to it. So pretty much, instantly, Izuku goes to the door. When he opens the door, he sees Sora standing guard. He sees Sora, Goofy, and Donald. Instantly, Izuku just runs towards him saying, Sora! With Sora looking at Izuku saying, Izuku, you're here! Were you able to find a way to save our Namine? With Izuku saying, what? Namine? With Sora saying, what? You don't remember Namine when we were kids? Izuku, really? With Izuku confused, but then remembers what Axel said, saying, oh no. Being in shock, saying, and just saying under his breath, saying, you forgot most of your other memories, didn't you, Izuku? Pretty much in canon, Sora remembers Namine over Kairi and stuff like that, in canon. Pretty much, then Sora says, Izuku saying, not the time right now. Instantly looks at Merlucia with pretty much Izuku shocked, because he remembers seeing someone with pink hair every time into the corner of his eyes when he was training with Aqua or Terra, or what he remembers, the memories of them. Instantly, Izuku just gets on his guard, saying, come on, Sora, get on your guard. Not now. We'll talk later. With instantly, Sora saying, oh, fine. So pretty much, they were able to fight Merlucia, with Merlucia laughing, saying, you fought nothing but a mere fake of me. The real me, is a bit more up ahead. With Izuku saying, damn it, come on, we have no time. Being irritated. Of course, he doesn't dual wield right now. It's kind of like it's going to take a while for Izuku to be able to master it, but he will be able to summon the second Keyblade. You know what I mean? The Keyblade that shows on pretty much the thumbnail right here that you see is Izuku's Keyblade, second Keyblade. You know what I mean? It's like the form Keyblade. That's the best I can explain. But I digress, and we continue. So pretty much, with Izuku and Sora going to fight Marluxia. Pretty much Izuku, Sora, Goofy, and Donald go through that door and pretty much see that Axel is there. Marluxia doing the same thing as Canon, pretty much saying that Axel wants to hurt Namine, with Izuku looking at Axel saying, "What the?" Instantly, Izuku just pretty much says, "Sora, you go up ahead. I'll stay behind." Pretty much, Izuku's gonna stay behind and fight Axel. Yes. So pretty much Axel's saying, "Oh, well, aren't you here? It took you long enough." Izuku's saying, "I was taking my time." And Axel notices the little the little shoulder arm thing with the glove going down his arms, and fingerless gloves. Pretty much saying, nice glove or arm or whatever it's called. Izuku saying, "Thanks. It's from an old friend." Instantly, Izuku was able to summon both the Keyblades, which turned, and I'm just gonna say this, with the little armor guard on Izuku's shoulder turned green when he summoned the Keyblade, the second Keyblade, that is. With Axel surprising, "What? How?" Izuku saying, "I got my ways." Pretty much instantly, Izuku fighting Axel, and pretty much stuff like that, stuff as canon. But pretty much, Axel was able to escape. Of course, with pretty much Izuku saying, "Damn it! Can't. Not now. I need to go. Sora needs help." Pretty much, he goes to the next room, with Sora kind of having difficulty with fighting Marluxia with the help of both Donald and Goofy. And pretty much, Izuku says, "Sora!" Sora looks at Izuku, and he notices that he's able to dual-wield two Keyblades. With Goofy and Donald shocked, saying, "What? How are you able to dual-wield?" Sora pretty much saying with Izuku, "Not the time. I'll explain later." With Izuku saying, "Come on, we need to fight him." Of course, after a long battle, both Izuku and Sora and of course Donald and Goofy were able to fight them off and defeat them. With pretty much Izuku, just all of them pretty much breathing heavily, instantly Namine appears. With Sora saying, "Namine! I kept my promise." Pretty much kind of the same thing as canon, with Izuku saying, "Namine, who are you, Namine?" Sora saying, "What? Izuku, remember, we used to play with Namine when we were back in the island, but she suddenly disappeared?" With Izuku saying, "Sora, those memories aren't real." With Sora saying, "What? No, they are." And remember, he fought a fake Riku with Izuku saying, with Sora saying, "Wait, what if you're a fake Izuku?" With Izuku saying, "What? I was able to dual wield, you idiot." With Namine pretty much going in front of between them, pretty much Namine saying, "Sora, Izuku is right. Your memories aren't real." Pretty much explaining that she's pretty much been forced to do it, with Izuku saying, "It's fine, Namine. Even though you've been forced to do it, it's understandable. It's fine." And then Izuku looks at her saying, "Why do you remember me of someone?" With a flash of Kairi coming into mind. Namine saying, "Oh, it's because I'm Kairi's nobody." Izuku saying, "What? What's a nobody? Aren't you somebody?" With Namine saying, just chuckling, saying, "No, that's not what I mean." And she pretty much explains that a nobody is kind of like the shell that's left of someone that became heartless, and with a strong enough will, they become a nobody. With Izuku shocked, saying, "Oh, okay." And pretty much just says, "That's understandable." Instantly, Izuku and Namine pretty much just talks to Sora and tells her the same thing as canon, saying that you can keep your new memories, and forget about the old ones, or bring back your old memories and forget about me. With Izuku saying, besides, I haven't been greatly affected that much, so I'll remember you easily, Namine. With Izuku saying, besides, even if that idiot forgets, I'll remind him when he wakes up. With Sora saying, yeah, I decided that it's a good idea to get my old memories. With Namine saying the same thing, goodbye, as the end of Chain of Memories, with both Sora and Izuku looking at her saying, this isn't goodbye, you know. With Izuku saying, yeah, when he wakes up, we'll try to find you, and we'll be friends for real. With Namine looking at both of them saying, thank you. Both of them just shake their heads saying, it's good. See you later, sleepyhead. With Sora just laughing and saying, see you later, broccoli hair. With Izuku just laughing saying, with Sora saying, you're gonna, and besides, I didn't forget, you're gonna explain to me how you can dual wield. With Izuku saying, I will. With Sora saying the arm, like the new look, well, the little arm plate, or whatever, on Izuku's shoulder, and the little glove that he sees on Izuku, saying, interesting look, Izuku. Izuku says, yeah, I understand that. Besides, sleep well, brother, sleep well, man. Pretty much fist bumping with Sora. With, of course, Donald and Goofy pretty much sleeping also in cryopods to not let Sora feel alone. And pretty much the same story goes for Riku. With Riku pretty much confused with why Sora is sleeping, with Izuku saying, hey, what took you long enough? With Riku saying, Izuku? And of course looking at the little arm thing, the little glove arm thing in his, on Izuku, he says, what the? That's new. Izuku just looking at the arm saying, yeah, it's a new look. What do you think? With Riku saying, it's decent, I guess, but is Sora okay? With pretty much Izuku explaining what Sora has been happened to Sora, and pretty much about the fake memories of Sora and stuff like that, and pretty much told that he has to sleep for 1 year to be able to get back his original memories. With Riku just laughing, saying, so he's sleeping again. That slacker. With Izuku just laughing, saying, yeah. Don't worry. Everything will be fine. Instantly, Diz appears. Pretty much talking to him. I don't remember what Diz said at that moment, but pretty much he explains that both of you will help Namine to bring back Sora and stuff like that, with instantly looking at Izuku, seeing that something special about the boy. With pretty much Izuku saying, is there something wrong, Mr. Diz? With pretty much explaining about, we're trying to look for Sora's nobody. Izuku saying, what? Really? When did he have a nobody? With pretty much Diz saying there might have been a point in time where he separated his heart from his physical body. With Riku remember saying, yes, I remember that. But how will we know when we meet him? With pretty much Diz saying that you might meet him, since he is the nobody of Sora, he may have the same capabilities. Like, for example, able to summon the Kingdom Keyblade. With Izuku instantly summoning his Keyblade, saying, oh, sorry. I did not expect that sneeze. That sneeze came out of surprise for me. So pretty much, Izuku says, I think I can help with that. With pretty much this confusing, With Izuku looking at Riku saying, Riku, first, try to control your darkness, and I think you may be able to help. Pretty much Diz gives Riku the same thing as like the little coats, the black coats to protect them from darkness, with Izuku just looking at this saying, and Diz going and just saying, so, may I ask of what your plan is? With pretty much Izuku saying, well, I guess I'll be able to find him, but I don't know if it's just a guess. More like a theory, really. And pretty much same thing for Riku about being chosen about the three roads. The left one for darkness, the right one for light, whatever direction it was. And of course, Riku goes to the one with dawn. And when Riku is walking with His Majesty, Diz looks at Izuku saying, "You, though, you don't need to make a choice." With Izuku confusing, "Huh? What do you mean?" With Diz saying, "You are the perfect balance between light and dark. You are the one that can balance both light and dark, and you are somewhat of an anomaly. It's odd. It feels like you are someone that wasn't meant to be here, but yet you changed the course of fate along with Sora." With Izuku shocked by hearing this saying, "What? What do you mean?" With pretty much this saying, "Don't worry about it. But first, let's try to make some preparations for the plan to work." Izuku saying, "Okay. First, we're gonna need to make a little bit of a digital area for the nobody." With this saying, yes, understandable." And pretty much Izuku goes through the plan and makes the digital copy of Twilight Town, of course. And Izuku makes, and pretty much everything goes the same way as canon for Kingdom Hearts 2, which is going to be for another video. So, for now, that is it for this What If, well, where we're supposed to pause. I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys like the What If, wherever you are. Take care. Love you all. Take care. Have a good night, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. Bye.